I actually have a full time job that I go to during the day. In fact, I'm due there probably the next hour or so, but work from home for the most part. So for those of you that thought that I do this full time, I do not. It's a part time. It's a part time job, but it's probably uh, my favorite out of the jobs I have. So I do enjoy being able to help athletes out, help them, put the spotlight on them. We make no promises. I don't talk to. I can't talk to Penn State. I can't talk to Pitt. I don't. I'm not a college coach for you new kids that like to jump on Twitter and follow me and things like that. So I do appreciate it. The best I can do for you is, unless you come to my camp, I really can't really evaluate you unless it's something that's already in the works. So the best I could do is retweet your video, and I had no problems doing that. Um, follow me on obviously on Twitter at O'Brien CFB, and to get those retweets on your videos, follow All State Preps Football. That's All State Preps. F as in Frank, B as in boy. That's also on the That's also on my on Twitter as well. So anyway, the first thing I wanted to do today was take a look at my man Levi Carroll, 6'4", 185 pound wide receiver out of Pennsylvania. Goes to North Penn High School. I was able to check him out during one of my all state prep camps back, earlier this year, obviously before the season. I think he came to the camp in February and then made another appearance. I'm going to say in April. I think it might have been late April. So I say that to say this. The first camp, I believe he was under the weather a little bit. I talked to his pop about it. A little sluggish. I mean, he didn't do terrible or nothing like that, but I'll just say when he came back the second time, it was like he had something to prove. And no, he just wanted to have a better showing than he did the first time. And by the end of the camp, um, he definitely showed. I mean, I think he was a solid receiver anyway before he even came to the first camp, but he just had definitely had a better showing the second time. Had a little more definitely a little more pep in the step. Definitely uh more dog. Definitely he brought the dog came out. The dog came out in him on that day. So um somebody hit me a message. Anyway, hey, what's up? Hey, Coach McCann, what's going on, my boy? What's going on? I appreciate that. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I gotta. In fact, you know what? Tomorrow I'll send. You, my bad. I got sidetracked. I'm gonna send you the link tomorrow or sometime today. I can just plug you right in. You know what I mean? We can just pull up. You can just pull up. Anyway, back to Mr. Carroll. What I was trying to say is that he had a solid camp the second time around, and I just want to check out some of his highlights. I checked them out a little bit before I started this podcast, and I've seen highlights of him throughout this season. So let's take a look at the tape real quick. I'm gonna just let it roll. Get to see for yourself. 6'4", 185 pounds, class of 2022. So when you're looking at this tape, you got to keep in mind he's 6'4". All right, and he has that. He can make plays in open space. He has that. He definitely has a stride to him. I talked to his dad about this. On film, looking smooth, running like a gazelle. He breaks the cushion easy. Yeah, great pass by that quarterback too. I think that's Ryan Zelt. Hope I didn't get the name wrong, but you're going to see him on the outside a lot, but he can line up in the slot, he can line up in the outside. Again, I think people for whatever reason underestimate how fast he actually is. He's not a he's not technically a burner, but he 6'4". He doesn't have to be a burner. He's 6'4", got the long legs, long stride. Right here, you see his versatility, returning kickoffs for touchdowns. Taking them things to the house. think his nickname is Butter, and that makes sense because my man is definitely smooth with it. So my man definitely getting those yak yardage too. You mean yards after the catch if you ain't hip to that. So here we go with another kickoff return. And again, there's not too many. It's not too many players at 6'4" that you see, returning kickoffs successfully at a successful rate as Carroll is or has this past season. There he is with the post route. I mean, that's hard to defend. I mean, the defensive back isn't beat badly, but 6'4" against 5'9". I'm taking 6'4" all day. There he goes again, showcasing that long speed. And obviously 6'4" in the red zone, inside or outside, that's going to be a mismatch. And the quarterback does a great job of recognizing that, and whoever's calling the plays, mixing it up, putting them on the inside, outside. So defenses don't know for sure where he's going to be at on each play. Another post route. I mean, this is beautiful. It's beautiful football. Beautiful football on this, on display by Mr. Carroll. I think I think since he was a little bit under the radar coming into the season, possibly solid, definitely solid FCS player. Could he go to a FBS, get switched up to tight end, put some weight on him? You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad idea. I know I thought of that myself. There you go, another Moss ball right there. But definitely, I think he's a player that could definitely make a difference at the FCS level. D2 easy, but I think he's an FCS player. And I think he's proved that with his play on the football field. Players on the biggest classification in Pennsylvania. North Penn is one of the top teams, not only in suburban one, but on a state level. For the most part, always have a good program. Season ended, I think, last week, but um, throughout the years that I've known, always have a solid program. So my man got he has the size, he has the hands. He's a competitor, has some speed to him. It's smooth. It's he's a strider. You know what I mean? Look, snatches that ball out the air. So I think he'll be a great addition to any college football program. So I hope it's some college coaches will take a look at him. I'm pretty sure there are. So all right, so we're going to stop that right there. It's funny. What I mean, I'm doing this podcast and I got kids sending me DMs asking me to watch look at their film. In fact, maybe I'll take a look at it right now. Let's see, McKinley Wilson. Okay, Mr. McKinley Wilson, this better be good. He's sending me DMs in the middle of a podcast. McKinley Wilson. Okay. Tight end. All right, this better be good. I'm putting you on the spot. Freshman, 6'2", 190. Okay. What? 2 years ago. It's supposed to be the wrong McKinley Wilson. Hold up. Give me a second. In fact, let me go to the. This is gonna be the last one I check out for today too. At least on here anyway. Okay, McKinley Wilson got your junior year film up, so I'm gonna take a look at yours. It's impromptu. Okay, he's also an athlete as well. So let's see what he got here. Okay, good job of blocking and leaking out on the play, helping your quarterback out. I can respect it. Okay, some special teams here. Okay, okay, got this touchdown right there. Easy route for you. I can respect it. Okay, excellent job blocking. What I'm gonna say is that I would depends on what you're trying to display in these films. So I would definitely move up the blocking, move up the catches over the special teams. Um, yeah, good work right there. Yeah, I'll move those up ahead of the special teams. Okay, Mr. Wilson, good job. Good job on the film. Definitely showcases you blocking as a tight end. Let's see what else we got here on this. Okay, I'll say this. Definitely a solid tape. For what I saw. For the first couple minutes, I would. I mean, it's not your fault. I mean, it's not your I guess fault or whatever. But definitely want to try to get some more catches on your film. Um, since you're playing a tight end position, definitely enough blocks on there. Definitely enough plays of you blocking. Let's see how tall you are. Okay, 6'2". Okay. You also play outside linebackers, so I'll say this: if you also plan on getting evaluated as a linebacker, I would definitely shift some of your defensive plays to the beginning of the film, like from the first 10. So if you're calling yourself an athlete, then split it up a little bit. Have some tight end highlights, have some linebacker highlights within those first 10 plays because it actually within the first five to seven plays because that might take up a minute or two of a college coach's time. And if you actually not all these college coaches have enough all that time to look at your full film, so you want to take advantage of the time they do give you and make sure your top plays are your top plays. And so I would definitely mix that up. So if a college coach only has time to watch 7 or 8 of your plays, you're well represented within that time frame. And your best plays aren't in the of the back of the film, or they don't get viewed at all. Because me personally, I'm not a college coach, but I get a lot of requests to watch videos, and so I'm going to look at the first, um, usually the first five to seven plays, or the first 1 to 2 minutes, whatever comes first, and that's unfortunately that's how it goes sometimes. That's how much time I might have to look at it. So I'm looking for kids to look impressive. you know I'm not giving out scholarships, what I'm saying, but I think it's good to let kids know, hey, get your best plays in within the first 5 to 10, the 5 to 10, so you're not overlooked by accident or anything like that. So um that's all we got for that. So let's see. I'm just looking at my timeline real quick. See if there's anything I need to cover. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I had one last thing before I let y'all go today. I'm seeing players uh getting their just rewards for a solid season, whether the player is a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, and a lot of these all league um, awards are coming out now, or honors, whatever you want to call it. And what I've seen, in fact, I saw some yesterday. Uh, Basically, the kid, you see a lot of kids get named all league, and it's automatically assumed that okay, now college coaches are going to take a look at them because now they're all league, linebacker, running back, quarterback, whatever. And I'm here to tell you that's not how it works. In fact, I would I'm confident when I say I don't even think they really even. I mean, it's nice, if they end up taking you as a recruit. It's nice to put on a bio that you was all league, all state. I'm gonna say more all league than anything, but all state or whatever. It'll be nice to put on the bio, but from a recruiting standpoint, college coaches really, I don't know how much weight they put on it, but I don't think it's a whole lot. That's not to discourage anybody or you know make light of anybody's accomplishments, but one thing doesn't correlate to the other. Just because your first team, whatever league, doesn't mean you're a Division 1 prospect, or in some cases a Division 2 prospect. It's a great honor, but it's I think my bad. I think parents and athletes have to be careful not to not to correlate the two when the two are necessarily related. Again, it's a great honor, but don't misunderstand it. Don't get it misconstrued. It doesn't mean that that's going to get you a scholarship. And sometimes a lot of these things are decided even before the season even starts because of relationships that athletes and coaches have made with college coaches, and that's really the crux of the whole recruiting issue. It's not one way to get recruited. It's not two ways. It's a million ways to get recruited. But the, the main thing out of the main thing is the main thing. The main thing is relationships. Recruiting is all about relationships. And that could be any type of relationship. Relationship between actually between the players and the college coaches, or the high school coaches and the college coaches, or a player's trainer, whether it's you know, uh, quarterbacks, running backs, wide receiver, defensive backs, linebackers, whatever. Train it's all about relationships. And so if you're not cultivating those relationships during the off season, because obviously during the season, you're busy trying to win a game. Coaches are busy trying to win a football game, so you got to cultivate those relationships uh, in the off season, so that when the season comes, you put in that work. This college coach is already checking you out. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of D2 and 3 schools right now looking for athletes, looking for football players. So signing day 2022 isn't until February. So I wouldn't, if I was you, I wouldn't definitely wouldn't panic. So you seniors definitely don't panic. It's still time to get some things done and reach out to schools. I mean, you have November, February. You got 3 months to reach out to schools, and just be at this point. You gotta be honest with yourself. Um, if you're not getting that Division 1 look at Division 2. If you're not getting that Division 2 look at Division 3 or NAIA. Some of y'all might end up reclassing. Some of you might take the JUCO route. The point is, at this point, your film is your resume right now. It's not much I can say. It's not much anybody in newspapers can say. It's not much a recruiter can say. I mean, recruiting websites can say. Your film is talking. It's talking for you right now. It's. I mean, some of you guys have played 8 to 10 games. Some of y'all might play 10 or more games. So hopefully you've put something worth watching on your resume, and hopefully, for your sake, college coaches, you'll have a college coach. Actually, it only takes one. I shouldn't even say college coaches, but it only takes one to give you that opportunity. And so, I just want to tell you guys, tell you seniors, that currently do not have offers. It's still early in the game. It's early November. Um, and my recruitment back in the day, back in the way back in the day. I mean, I didn't know where I was going until I want to say I think January. I probably had the idea of December, but I didn't really know where I was going, and going until about January. And it was to a D2 school. I went to Millersville. So that's how it usually goes. A lot of y'all would not know where you're going until January, February, somewhere around then. So in the meantime, if you're still playing, hey, worry about what's going on in the field. Um, and take care of that business first. Don't worry too much about recruiting. It'll be there once your season is over. And for you guys whose season has ended, again, you have all this time to send out your film. Talk to your high school coach. If you can't talk to your high school coach, talk to your mentor. If you don't have a mentor, um, I was gonna say talk to me, but I don't think I got that kind of time. But anyway, that's all I got for today. I started a little bit late today, but I'll definitely be back tomorrow. So um, I'll have it more structured tomorrow. But I definitely wanted to check out a couple videos and speak to the kids real quick. So um, until next time, it's Ed O'Brien. This is We Run the State. Peace.